That opening logo we knew was an actor. We now see where that actor gets put into a list of actors to then populate a scene with. I could be staring at that intro cinematic right now, but I can't even tell. Right, I've been looking so much at how these actors are defined, but I didn't try looking to see how are actors generically called. So, you learn the Song of Time in Hyrule Field. Is Spot 00 Hyrule Field? Where are those cutscene commands for the opening cinematic? I've got to imagine that they're in this file, but it appears to be that it's not named yet. Hello and welcome back to Code Spelunking. Here in this series, we are digging through Ocarina of Time right now. It's been a heck of a journey. It's been a very enjoyable one, a very confusing one, but a very rewarding one at the same time. If you've been following along since episode 1, first of all, thank you. First thing I told myself that I would do is figure out exactly how that opening cinematic works. And it required understanding the game loop and how we get to the opening cinematic, like game state, which led to cutscenes, which led to scenes, which led to scene layers, and it's a lot. There's a lot of code here, and it's no surprise. I mean, Ocarina of Time, straight up one of the best games ever made. I'm playing through it again right now, actually, Master Quest for the first time. I just beat the Water Temple, which wasn't as bad as I remembered it. You do kind of have to take it slow, and there was that one point where you raise the water level, and the cutscene that comes up actually shows you that, like, hey, when this platform comes up, there's actually a path underneath it. But I guess I just wasn't looking, so I just had no idea that that path was there. Thankfully, on the 3DS, they make it very easy to switch your boots, which I know is a real pain if you're doing it on the N64. But man, just a great game. I'm actually fishing right now, which is not great. It's actually pretty annoying. But yeah, we are here to dig into that code base. Maybe I'll dig into the fishing code at some point to understand how that works. Where are we? Okay, so for this episode, first of all, I'm not going to do a 3-hour episode. Man, that was way too much video editing. What I want to do here is jump into actors. Actors was the latest thing that we figured out. So last time we found this ZEN mag file. I found it by just doing a straight up search for the start button, I believe. Yeah, that's how I found it. So I found it by seeing, oh, hey, we play this specific audio file when we press A, B, or start. I found this audio file elsewhere by searching for start. And then I found this audio, searched for this audio. That's how I found this file, which is in fact the logo for the opening cinematic. So that was the big sort of discovery last time, which was that the logo is a literal actor in the world. It's not just something that's very specifically drawn in like the title screen state. That title screen is a cutscene. That cutscene has an actor, which is ZEN mag, associated with it, that does this logic where the alpha meaning the transparency of this item is, or sorry, this actor is changing constantly, apparently by these values. No, these would be the colors apparently. But all right, we are ready to dig in. So it's time to switch the music. Let's start with the Deku Tree. The Deku Tree is a very solid opening song here. All right, just the way I like my coding music, to be in the background and chill. Okay, actors. That's the focus for today. So after discovering this ZEN mag, there are a lot of ways we can go about figuring out what this is, what is an actor. I know there's an actor table. I know that I can be looking for different versions, for different strings, basically. So like I have this EN mag that I could look for. There is an actor profile. Yeah, if I look for actor profile, this will give me a lot of results. which is promising. If I look up this, no. Okay, so that doesn't give me anything. This is going to be defined in a table. Okay. Spot 00, room 0. Is that what I think it is? Is this how we define it? Did we already find it? Okay, this is in the extracted assets. Actor entry. Okay. Okay, let's just... So here's a tip, I suppose. When you're trying to understand a code base, when you're code spelunking, a tip is look at the folder structure. Part of software engineering is just figuring out how things are categorized, and oftentimes the folder structure is a hint for how things are categorized. So in this case, we've got assets. In those assets, we have scenes. I guess this is the overworld. Maybe overworld is probably going to be wrong, as I am with most first guesses. But I'm going to guess the overworld is Hyrule Field. Spot 00 is interesting. Apparently there's a lot of spots here. There's a Ganon something or other. Okay. Seeing VTX, is that Vertex? Oh wow, I think these are. Okay. This is a .vtx.inc file. Already so many questions are coming up, but I like where this is going. Hanebasi. Okay, let's stay focused here. This actor Ian Mag. Actor Ian Mag. What is this? An actor entry. Okay, so that's a very promising lead here. And we found that by looking up an actor profile. Let's make sure we know what an actor profile is. So an actor profile, what is the first thing? It's an ID, which is a signed 16-bit integer. Okay, I can't go to definition there. Let's go back to the search. That links to this. But this has to be defined, right? Okay, this is the actor table. Actor OVL, which is probably overlay. Alloc normal. So this is probably a flag for how to allocate memory for this. Okay. Okay, so EN mag seems to be the actual name of this entity. I'm going to assume EN is entity. I don't think I got a solid answer for that one. Which would make sense, I guess. Okay, well, there's entities, there's objects, backgrounds. Okay, so we know this actor EN mag is defined in the actor table. Time to get into more macros. All right. Okay, so we have actor IDs, and we saw in the first part of the last episode that in general, tables are defined in one massive file, in this case in a header file. I would assume in all cases they're defined in the headers. Okay, so we've seen this pattern before. We have files, header files, that are called, something table. If I just do _table, I'm sure there's a bunch. So there's an actor table, a scene table, an object table, entrance tables, and all that. So in here, they just call a few macros over and over and over again. But they're doing it to define something. In this case, what I am looking for is en mag. So here, an actor is being defined. Let's go to the definition of define actor. Now the pattern is that there are multiple definitions of define actor. So we're going to define it here once, which only gives us the enum value. which is the second value of this macro. So let me go back to this table. So the second value of this macro, here's the first value, here's the second. So actor en mag is going to, in this definition of define actor, which starts here and ends here, you can see it says undefined define actor. But while it is defined, so in this area, I have something that might help. Okay, so in this area, check it out. We have new tools. So in this area, we have a definition for this macro. The definition is anytime define actor is used, just give us the enum. And it appears to be the same thing for define actor unset and define actor internal. So these are macros, meaning it's just text replacement. So what's going to happen is actor ID we are going to define actor ID. We include this header table, or this header file, which includes this actor table. Let me clear that. In this file is en mag. So when this macro is called, it's going to get included in this type def for actor IDs. But what's going to happen, we're only going to get the enum out of it. So for this actor table, all of the enums, all these blue text fields here, all of these are going to go into this actor ID enum. So there's probably a different definition for define actor. I wouldn't be surprised if it was in this file. Apparently not. Let's just see where else this might be, but let's look at everything. Okay. Oh, I forget what DLF. TBLS, probably tables. I don't know what DLF is. I know somebody had posted about this, but I just don't recall right now. Linker symbol declarations. I'm just trying to see if that fits this like acronym somehow. Okay. Oh, okay. So we declare overlay segments, which I think creates the arrays. Yeah, we saw similar stuff last time. Awesome. Okay. Yes, that research is paying off now. All right. So for every entry in the actor table, we declare overlay segments. We define actors, which creates an actor profile. I think it was MZX or it was Fig. No, I think it was MZX who said that extern is referring to some data that exists not in this file. Correct me if I am wrong. So extern actor profile. So this is going to create an actor profile. This goes back to token concatenation, which is basically when this macro is called. Notice how some of these things just have underscores. Underscore, let's say, generally, if you see like a variable name that just is underscore, that means unused. Now in this case, we see underscore 1, 2, and 3. And in this definition, we don't see 1, 2, or 3 being used at all. So these are apparently unused. But name is used. It's used here. So whatever value name has will be combined with this underscore profile to create a variable, essentially. But this is coming from the define actor macro, which I want the actor table to be side by side right now. Okay. So right here, the actor table is included. Let's use en mag. Let's keep our search scoped to en mag. So define actor here is called. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 arguments. things to plug in for this macro. When it's defined here, we just take the first thing. Then we create this actor profile, and its name is going to be en_mag_profile. So this is creating all these variables here. So it's going to do this for enhy, enmd, en, all this stuff. So here's how we're creating all the actors. That's a lot of stuff to define. Just gonna quickly skim this. Log print actor overlay table. Okay, there's nothing that immediately jumps out at me. So we know how actors are defined. They're defined here. And enmag is defined here. And we know that this is going to be called en_mag_profile. So what if I looked up en_mag_profile? I think, shout out to Maide, M-A-I-D-E, in the Discord, who was suggesting a few searches to go on. I think this was one of them. So enmag profile only gives us one thing. But what is it that I want to know next? We know that enmag is an actor in the world. We know where its overall definition is. And we know a few areas in which we turn the macro into actual types. In here we define the enum for it, and here we start defining the variables for it. Okay. Now, what questions do I have? I want to know, where's that opening cutscene defined? Because there are camera movements that have to do with that cutscene somewhere. I want to know where this actor gets put into a specific thing, and it sounds like that is spot 00, room 0. So let's take a look at this more. Let me make sure I zoom in for you. Apologies for that. This might be a little too zoomed in, but when that becomes a problem, I'll zoom out. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll to the top. Maybe there's a comment. Link animation. Okay. Oh, fun fact. There was in the entrance table. In the entrance table, I saw no, it wasn't the entrance table. This was the scene table. We can see that Deku Tree. Let me go to the first one. So Deku Tree was this YDan _ scene. I had no idea what this Dan was, or even this YDB, but apparently Dan is short for Danjin, like the developers misspelled dungeon. They got this though from, well, I don't know exactly where they got this from, but I think this was just a typo that existed in the code base that then the decompilers out there just kept, which is kind of funny. So it reminded me of seeing this animation. I wonder if this was just a typo that stuck around. Okay, so spot 00, room 0.c. So this is just a C file, but this came from the extracted assets. Okay. The coffee of the day is the Tesora, by the way. It's pretty good, from Phil's. It's my go-to coffee spot when I do these videos. It's pretty pricey, but you know, I don't do this very often. Okay, so room commands. This room has commands, which are scene commands. Oh, wow. We have wind settings, time settings, skybox settings, echo settings. This is cool. Player entry list. Is this who goes in? Who goes inside this scene? Okay. Room list. Oh, which has a ROM file. Oh, I think we're getting closer to how scenes, how we figure out what goes inside of a scene. Okay, let's go back. So this room, this spot, spot 00, room 0, again, has EN Mag somewhere in here. So EN Mag goes into this room. Here's its location, I guess. What is an actor entry? Yeah, it has an ID, it has a position, it has a rotation, and it has parameters. So here's the ID, here's the position, here's the rotation, and parameters, which look to just be flags, like binary flags. If you remember from last time when we talked about binary, each one of these bits being set to 1 likely means something specific about whatever this actor is. Okay, this is cool. So EN Mag is sitting at this position with this rotation with no flags set on it. That makes it easier for me. I don't have to look into those flags right now. Okay, so these are the actor entries for this room. Okay. Now, this room has scene commands. Apparently, this is the echo settings of this room. I think I saw these last time. Yeah, this is like bit shifting. Not gonna jump into bit shifting right now. Oh, is that what's happening? Is it just... Okay, hold up. Echo settings, 15. So 15 gets plugged into echo settings. 15 is here. This becomes 15, which goes into here, which this becomes 15. So this becomes 15. So they're gonna shift left this value. Oh God, what is that? Okay, I can't tell exactly what that is, but what I would guess is that 15, this value, is getting shifted left that many spaces, maybe? Like the bits that make up 15, these ones are getting shifted somewhere into a larger number, what I think is happening here. Scene command room behavior. So how does this room behave? Type, environment, show invisible actors, okay. Disable warp songs. Interesting. Skybox disables time settings. Oh, interesting. So for this scene, the time is 4 minutes or 0, and time speed is 5. So 4 a.m. and time is moving this fast, which is exactly when the sun comes up in that opening cinematic. It's my guess, again. Lots of guessing going on. Scene command wind settings. Oh, which way the wind is blowing and how strong it's going. Wow. So every scene probably defines this. That's really cool. The room shape. What is this thing? Okay, let's slow down. Let's just read this. Spot 00, room 0. That's our current room. Room shape callable 000520. Oh, is this supposed to be hex? Because this is 52C. 52C is a room shape callable entry. Oh, bounds sphere center, bound sphere radius, OPA XLU. No idea what those are. Opacity? Don't know what that is. That XLU thing, at least. Oh boy. All right, let's take a step back. We're setting the room shape, I guess. Takes in a room shape, which is this. Jeez, look at that. Oh man, that just looks disgusting. Okay, command pointer casts whatever A is into an unsigned 32-bit integer. So we get the room shape. Oh, is it coming in by reference? Is that what's happening? Let me just look this up. Okay, so the ampersand turns a value into a pointer. All right, so back to this room shape. This is a value then? Yeah, it's a room shape callable, which is a struct. Okay, so this is a struct. We are turning this into a pointer, passing it into room shape. Room shape gets passed into this command pointer, which casts it back into an unsigned 32-bit. Maybe this is just the address. Okay, but this turns into a scene command. So which command does that turn into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this a spawn list? Room shape does not sound like a spawn list. Maybe it's the room list? Echo settings. So echo settings is the first one, which is a base. That doesn't seem right. So this is an array. Could this be a single entry in the array? If it was, then... Oh boy, union. Alright, let's look up union. This is like a structure in which all members are stored at the same address. Alright, it's time for one of the best songs in this entire game. We're going to the Forest Temple. Alright. It's very fitting as we are getting much deeper into this code base. Alright. Let's use that as a reset point really quick. Alright, so back to this scene command. I'm going to dig into this actor list now. I have to keep reminding myself. It's so easy to get lost in this code base. I am looking for enmag as an actor. I'm going to follow this macro because this is the actor list apparently. And that was defined here. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so enmag is in this actor list. This actor list gets plugged into here. Takes in a number of actors and a list of actors. Okay, so there are 28 actors for this room. Turns this into... What are you? You're an actor entry array. Well, let's go to this actor entry list. Yeah, and they're all actor entries. They have an ID, a position, a rotation. Okay. So my working theory is that this array of all these actors gets plugged into this macro, which expands to this, which gives us a pointer to where this actor list exists. And I'm going to guess that it somehow magically goes specifically into the command actor entry list. If anybody in the comments could explain exactly how that happens, that would be awesome. But right now I'm going based off of an assumption, which is mostly just based off of context and what I'm seeing here. Okay. So what did we learn? Let's checkpoint really quick. That opening logo we knew was an actor. We now see where that actor gets put into a list of actors to then populate a scene with. And the scene is spot 00, room 0, which I can see right here. So we just have to work our way back up. Up, meaning we just dove into the middle of a bunch of code over here. And we see that enmag, which we know is that opening logo, is put into here. But okay, where is here? That here goes here. To room, spot 00, room 0, set 001360. Goes here, which goes into this alternate headers thing, which goes into here. Spot 00, room 0, commands. Go back to enmag. Enmag is included in this. This gets put into this. Is that in here? No. This gets put into this. Does that go into here? Does that go anywhere? Where is it referencing anything that was in here? Hyrule Field get Ocarina of Time cutscene? Oh, this looks like a cutscene, yeah. Okay, maybe we can find... Oh, these are the... Okay. Are we getting there? Oh, wow. Okay, so some of these are just not named. Get Ocarina of Time. Okay. Alright, we're closer. We are closer. Okay. Spot 00, scene. Which we know this enmag entity exists somewhere in this spot 00 magic. I could be staring at that intro cinematic right now, but I can't even tell. Because look at the name. Surely the intro cinematic must have been renamed. Epona jumping, Zelda Song of Time, get Hyrule Field, get Ocarina of Time. Do we get the Ocarina of Time in Hyrule Field? We do. We get it right next to Hyrule Castle, or the town. Yeah, and I think that this is the transition of how that cutscene ends. Okay, we are at an hour now. And I've resolved to not go any longer than an hour and a half. So I'm going to keep going here, but I don't want to go for too long because then editing just takes forever. Oh, and this is what the cutscene command actor cues are. This is something MZX Rules told me, which is that actor cues are like index based. So actor cue 80 could be the EN Mag logo for all I know, but it could be, you know, Link in a specific cutscene. And this is just cutscene data 00A920. Temple of Time, get light arrows. You can look up opening. BGM opening Ganon. Intro. Hyrule. Was that always here? Yeah, that was here. Oh, I have been looking in this file this entire time and I didn't even know it. Okay. But wasn't Hyrule Field Intro CS right next to something else? Like, ah, yeah, okay, here are the title demo destinations. We're back here. That's why I thought this was the opening cinematics, because it was next to these demos. But it's not the opening cinematic. We know that, thanks to MZX Rules, we know that this is the cutscene that happens when you're Kid Link and you enter Hyrule Field for the first time. So then that cutscene is somewhere in here. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. So spot 00 scene set. Wait a second. Is this the ID for that scene? Where is... which one had Ian Mag in it? Let's just look up Ian Mag. Okay. So 0013B0. Is that in here? It's not. Is that anywhere? Is that just the ID for this cutscene? That's a texture. Shop nuts. Okay. Oh, what I'm looking for. Actor entry. Spot 10, room 5. What can I look for? What can I look for here? What cutscene is this? QID. Wow. Lightning? Wait a second. Is there a command for horse? What is that? What is that called? I want to jump. I don't want to want to jump. Yeah, these are just those cutscenes. Where was that lightning command? CS misc lightning. You've got to be defined somewhere. Okay. Is there a horse thing here? Epona. May? I don't know what that thing is horses do is actually called. Oh, Sepia is not Epona. Oh, would that just be an actor queue? Okay, this is a good time to checkpoint. I'm not done yet, but let's take a step back. All right, let's take that approach. I'm going to take advice from Made on the Discord, because we know ENMAG profile has this init method. We couldn't find that anywhere. They did suggest I could search for init being called, but that feels like I'd get so much. I'll limit it to .c files. Okay, let's try arrow init. Oh,zactor calls init. Right, I've been looking so much at how these actors are defined, but I didn't try looking to see how are actors like generically called, because we have all of these actors. ENMAG comes from spot 00 room 0. Like these are all actors that end up getting loaded, and based off of ZENMAG, given that it is an actor profile, which has an init function, a destroy function, an update function, and a draw function, that's going to be called somewhere. So that init function appears to be getting called from actor.c, which checks out because ZENMAG, this file, is the title logo, which is an actor, which would be initialized from an actor file. So this file probably has an update that's being called. Okay. Player state talking. Okay, this is... Player state dead. Chest. Oh my god, I can understand some of this stuff. I can see that we're getting into the gameplay code. This is great. Okay. Alright. We're looking for this ZENMAG. So, the thing is, this is awesome, but... Oh wait, there's a profile in it. What is profile? This is an effect. SS. Soft sprite, apparently. So an actor is just an actor. So actor init's going to be called somewhere. Actor init is called in actor spawn. Where's actor spawn? Actor spawn. Called from where? 100 files. Okay. Spawn as child. Spawn transition actors. This is going to be a whole file, isn't it? Freeze all enemies, kill all with missing object, draw lens overlay, disable lens, update all, play sound effects, set player, knockback, offer get item. Ooh, this is cool. Offer talk exchange. Okay, we are well in the land of actors now. Let's go back to my questions. Where are the cutscene commands for the opening cinematic? I think I know. And I think it's in spot 00 scene. Because... let's just look up Epona. So these G Hyrule Field. So we have the Get Ocarina of Time cutscene, the intro cutscene for Hyrule Field. Oh, is Spot 00 Hyrule Field? Yeah. If this is the intro cinematic for Hyrule Field, and this is Ocarina of Time, like getting the Ocarina of Time, which happens in Hyrule Field. Zelda Song of Time. So you learn the Song of Time in Hyrule Field after Zelda throws it into the river. So this also happens in Hyrule Field. So is Spot 00 Hyrule Field? Link's house intro. What cutscene is this? Cutscene data 0 something something something. Let's just go here. This takes you to Link's house. But you only do that when you start... This is probably the first cutscene in the game. If it ends by taking you to Link's house intro. Okay. So, since we're nearing the end here... Yeah, I'm at an hour 15. Alright. The actor stuff, this is a whole new rabbit hole. This probably goes deeper than scenes as well, even though everything's sort of intertwined here. This is good stuff. It doesn't feel like we've made progress. We've just sort of been exposed to a lot of things. I think we need to spend more time with them for things to start to really click. But, well, that is progress, right? Like, time spent is progress. Huh. So, what are my questions? Where are those cutscene commands for the opening cinematic? I've got to imagine that they're in this file, but it appears to be that it's not named yet. I could be wrong. I mean, hide this. Scene commands. What is this one called? Yeah, so the G Hyrule Field Song of Time. South opponent jump, east opponent jump, west opponent jump, gate opponent jump. Hyrule Field Intro CS, which is not the opening cinematic. Oh, you know what? Something that might actually help us here. I'm gonna look up file select. Because... Oh no, that happens in EN Mag. Oh man. So ZEN Mag, I was thinking, wait a second, we get sent to file select, but that happens because we press A, B, or start. That doesn't happen because the cutscene finishes. So what happens when the cutscene finishes? When that cutscene finishes, we get sent to... Okay, I need spot 00 here. Okay. We get sent to that opening... the opening cinematics. Sorry, the opening demo. Alright, I just need to know where that file is. It was in ZDemo. It's in ZDemo. Let's put these next to each other. So, in ZDemo, we end up sending... sending the player to one of these cutscenes. S title demo destination. What is that? Where is this used? Cutscene command destination. Is that a command? Okay, so Z demo is like the cutscene. Yeah, cutscene process script. Cutscene process script. Oh, because we see this, and this probably happens in here, right? Link's house. Yeah, CS destination. Cutscene destination is this cutscene command destination. Oh, so when we process the script and we find this cutscene command destination, we call that method. Now, cutscene command destination is used like so. This, it's just a macro, I believe. Yeah, just a macro that plugs in the destination, the start frame, and the end frame. Okay. So when we process... Okay, so process the script explicitly goes over all of these cutscene commands. It's a lot of cutscene commands. So process script goes over these. Yeah, I've got 10 more minutes. Just gonna take a second. I'm gonna chill. Let's put some relaxing music on. Brain's gotta relax in order to connect some dots. Alright. So, some things that I think I have learned here is that spot 00 appears to be Hyrule Field. I say that because a lot of the Hyrule Field cutscenes are defined here. And, like, I would love to specifically look for, like, you know, when Epona gets next to the river and she does that move, I wish there was a specific command for that, but I think that's just an actor cue. And as I've been told by MZX rules, actor cues are like generic. Like, this could be it for all I know. It's probably not this one because it happens before the cutscene ends. But that opening cinematic should define that, like, we're going into a titled... Wait a second, show title card? No, we're back at the intro cutscene. I thought this was that, but no, it's not. The absolute last resort is going to be looking at that cutscene and seeing, oh, okay, maybe this is frame 300. Let me go look in all these cutscene datas and look at all this cutscene data and see, oh, I think this is where frame 300 is. I don't want to have to do that. I'm looking for like an explicit reference to a specific thing. We did learn about time, how time is a factor in some of these cutscenes. Then again, like, maybe it's not a hard-coded cutscene data like this. Maybe it's in here somewhere. There's a lot of data in this file. I cannot wait until I figure this out, because at that point, it's gonna be so much fun jumping into all the different actors. But I gotta figure this one out first. So, I think that'll be it for this one. I wish we had made more progress. But hey, sometimes it's just how it is. Going back to the comment somebody had posted from Paris64, I'm really enjoying this series because I have lots of trouble understanding other people's code. That's basically me right now. This stuff is tough. This is still fun, though. It's just being in the middle of a dungeon. It can get discouraging at times, that's for sure, but at the end of the day, this is just fun. And relaxing. Like, this music, some people have commented on the music, saying that they wish it was lower, and I believe it is lower for this episode. If the music has been annoying, let me know. Okay, so what I was just browsing around before ending the episode, and I found that, let's see, I found that Z Actor does update every single actor. So Z actor appears to be responsible for updating every single actor. As it's updating every single actor, it spawns them. But where does it get this actor entry? This actor entry comes from the actor entry list, which is a pointer. And guess what? In this spot 00 room 0, we define, where Ian Mag is defined, we define an array. And that array ends up trickling up basically, but these are a bunch of actor entries which end up getting used here, I believe, because these are actor entries. So this is how we actually spawn all of those actors, and then those actors can get updated and whatnot. So yeah, we've now linked up with Z_play, because Z_play calls actor update all. So actor update all goes into here, goes into spawn entry. That uses this actor entry list, which is a bunch of actor entries, which we've seen are defined in this spot 00 room 0. And I'm sure other spots in other rooms. So, good progress today. Definitely good progress. Even if it doesn't feel like I got super close to that opening cinematic. In fact, it does feel like I got extremely close to that actor cinematic, but I just don't see it yet. So hopefully we'll see it next time. I'm already excited for the next episode. If you stuck around for this, I appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.